Other than that, we're pretty good. It was 40 below when I was skiing. This is a program called Ski for Light. I'm a cross-country skier, been skiing for 40 years. I started skiing with a friend who lost his sight to a hunting accident, and basically we were skiing in a herd and didn't know about it. This is in the mid-70s. We heard this program. It's called Ski for Light. I didn't have time to do a PowerPoint, so I found a 5-minute video. But Ski for Light is an event that has changed my life. My accidental volunteerism to become eyes for a blind skier changed my life. For 35 years, I've guided blind skiers. I've got to ski in 17 different states in the U.S., including twice in Anchorage, Alaska. We're going back there next year. Our program has people, it's an amazing program. Half of the people are handicapped. It's said that some of my blind friends, it's the 1 week a year that they can put aside their handicap and they no longer feel disabled. It is an amazing event because of the teamwork and the camaraderie. We also do, you'll see when there is pictures here, there's always pairs of skiers. One is blind, one is the guide, and the guides often come away at the end of the week with a lot more than the blind skier is. But one of the things that we'll say at Ski for Light is if I can do this, I can do anything. I've seen in the 35 years I've been doing this program, I've seen people who really changed their lives, became more fit, had goals. I also, by mixing it up with different nations, there's usually about 9 different nations represented at Ski for Light. And this is a US-based program based out of Minneapolis, and we do have paraplegic skiers as well. A couple years I've guided a totally blind, totally deaf woman from Boulder, Colorado. She's totally amazing. She speaks 5 languages. When the first year I skied with her in Bend, Oregon, she would say, "Oh, this was a different thing for me," because normally when I'm guiding a blind skier, I'm saying, okay, a downhill's coming, your right ski is good, your left ski's bad. I'm constantly talking. With a blind and deaf skier, the roles are reversed. She constantly talked, and I actually literally held her lower wrist and skied that way. But I hadn't actually met her in 1978. She was one of the reasons I came back to this program. But so she had been a difficult time the last 10 years of her program. The best somebody could do was maybe guide her and ski back and forth 100 yards on flat terrain. By the second year we skied together, we skied the Olympic 10K course in Soldier Hollow, Utah, which actually did scare the crap out of me. But she was fine. The reason it scared me is if she would fall and get hurt, she would have not been happy. The next day we were skiing on the flat and took a slight turn, and she fell on her face and says, "Don't do that, you pushed me." And I'm trying to speak a little bit like a deaf person would speak, because she had lost her sight and her hearing at age 15. She pushed through, got her college degree and the minor in French. She's a little bit maybe like Helen Keller, but going back to what I said about her in Oregon, she'd say, "Oh, this is the meadow, I can feel the sun on my face, that means the 3 sisters are behind me, it's time for a picture." She talked constantly. After 2 years of guiding with her, I went, wow. But this program introduced me to Norway. It's a Norwegian-based program. I've been lucky to go to Norway 16 times thanks to this program, primarily, although I have very close relatives and very good friends in Norway that I've also spent time with. But I went to 11 weeks of the mother program called the Rirena, the Knights Race in Norway. It started in 1963. This event started in 1975 in the US. I started going in 1978. There's 2 people in the United States that have been to this international event more than 30 times. I'm one. The other was my friend Leif Andal from Huron, South Dakota, who actually was born in Norway. But he's 85. I'm hoping to get ahead of him sometime. He's been more times than I have. And Ski for Light is so important to me, is those people who know me, I was going to wait till I was 50. I was going to wait till I was mature to get married. That didn't happen, but I did get married at Ski for Light at Soldier Hollow, and my wife was a guide for that year too. And for some reason, I've only been back once or twice since then, because now she's made me be more mature. You don't have time, you don't have money, that ever saw me before. So, and we're done.
There you go.